celebration and the first Pi alumni meet in the sprawling Pi data centers campus. A note of thanks to all the pioneers to have made it today, and also special thanks to all the Pi alumni to take out time and be part of the celebration. I feel one thing that I'm sure all of us here would agree that this campus where we have all gathered today is the connecting thread to which we are all connected since inception of Pi.
On the same note, without any further ado, let's begin the celebration. And what more auspicious can it be to begin the celebration with a Diya lightning ceremony? For thus, may I request Mr. Kalyan Mupaneni, founder and CEO of Pi Data Centers, onto the stage, please. Along with it, our honorable guest, Mr. Fani Mohan Kalagarla, CTO of Pine Labs. Please join the stage. And Mr. Tom Sebastian, CEO of Exitron. Request you to join on the stage, please. Mr. Tom Sebastian.
शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापं सन्ध्यादीपनमोऽस्तु ते ओ दीपब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं ज्योतिषां प्रभुरव्ययः ओ दीपब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं ज्योतिषां प्रभुरव्ययः आरोग्यं देहि पुत्रांश्च मतिं स्वच्छां हि मे सदा रवेरस्तं समारभ्य यावत् सूर्योदयो भवेत्.
Sir, I may request you to please stay on the stage. So, if you want, if you only you. Let's slice into the celebration with a sweet stroke, please. Shall we have catering?
Congratulations and celebration when I tell everyone that you're in.
Hello. Hey, good evening, everyone. Good evening. The night is so young, guys. So I think so. We have a lovely cake here. So I'd like to call the leadership of team of Pai, Manu, Deb, Sundar, all the SMC members. Please come up. Funny, please join us. Abhinav. Okay. I think. Ravi, yeah, come. So we are kicking off this 10th anniversary with this cake cutting, and we also have the first alumni or the latest alumni. What should I call? Mr. Sundar Mutevi, who is our who was our CTO. So I think it's great to kick off the first alumni as well. We'll speak about it in a bit, but I think let's get on to the cake, I guess.
Congratulations and celebration when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilation. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Who would believe that I could be happy and contented? I used to think that happiness hadn't been invented, but that was in the bad old days before I met you. When I let you walk into my heart.
Special effects.
Congratulations and celebration when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilation. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. I was afraid to think that you thought you were above me, that I was only fooling myself to think you loved me. But since tonight you said you wouldn't live without me, that round about me you wanted to stay. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilation. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be.
May I request Kalyan sir to stay back with us on the stage? Ten years is pretty much a long time since 2014, from where it all started, till where we are today in 2024. To commemorate the 10 years journey, may I request Kalyan sir to address the audience and take us through the memory lane of life of Pi. long time since 2014, from where it all started, till where we are today in 2024. To commemorate the 10 years journey, may I request Kalyan sir to
Okay. Baswati announced Life of Pi. I'm just, as I stand here, so many thoughts go through my mind. So many, not just one memory lane, but so many memory lanes. 10 years, I couldn't believe, actually, I mean, I don't want to feel old, but it's like 10 years is a lot of time. A lot of things happened. First, I think before I go into the memory lane, let me welcome all the pioneers and all the Pi alumni who has taken time today. Big round of applause to everyone, especially the alumni who has taken time to come here and spend time with us. I think before I go into the memory lane, I think let me just speak about the new initiative, a great initiative that we have started in my point of view, which is the Pi alumni, and there couldn't be a right time to kick this off than our 10th anniversary. A few weeks back, this idea came, we had a discussion internally, they, myself, Ravi, few others, and thought, why can't we create something called as a Pi alumni? We have alumni for educational institutions, and the reason they do that is because people are connected somewhere fundamentally in their heart to the educational institution. But I think I felt at Pi I have seen so many young, talented people who came in, who transformed, not only helped Pi, but also transformed their career and became fantastic professionals and are doing fantastic and doing some fantastic work around the world. Some great companies. I had quick lunch with some of them this afternoon, but there are a lot more people who joined, I guess, and some of them are yet to join. But I think I feel like Pi is no different than fundamentally an educational institution. I mean, life is nothing but learning, right? We keep learning. And I think the young people that I've seen in this journey over the last 10 years, I felt like, I think some of these guys were fantastic. So I thought, why not, the small thought of why not invite all of them and make them part of the 10th anniversary, who contributed a lot to the success and milestones of this company over these last 10 years. And that's how it started, and I think the team has done a fantastic job in a very short time in pulling all of you together. So again, a big, big applause to all the Pi alumni, pioneers. So now, I don't know where to start, right? I mean, let me speak. I think we'll go through the presentation later. So I'm just thinking, right? This was a thought that came when I was working with my prior organization, Intel. where, you know, I need to convert my passion into something. I wanted to come back to India after a long stint at US. I thought, you know, I should do something. I didn't know what. I was always, you know, whatever I do, I guess, I mean, I always try to put my heart into it. And I guess my journey at Intel, I think I want to acknowledge and take a moment to acknowledge, you know, my journey at Intel, and especially Intel, the way and how it has contributed to my career and shaping me as a professional. So that's how I connect to an organization that I work for. And I've seen that, I mean, especially many of you who joined Pi early on and through the years. So this, I didn't know how to, you know, convert this, whatever you call like passion or knowledge into something big, right? So it went through my mind for a couple of years. My close friends, Funny is here, a few of them, and I said one fine day, I guess, you know, Funny is here, I was sitting in his living room, and on one day I said I want to start a data center. And he's like, he thought it's very big. It's very big. It's almost like a very big task. And he asked me, do you have a plan? At that point, honestly, I said, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do it. So that was one of those early conversations that happened. I guess after that, I just followed my passion, focused on the job, met a lot of good people, things automatically fell into place. I think this is an example that I would say out of my own experience, that if you believe in something, you put your 100%, you focus, work hard, be persistent, it will happen. I mean, I think there is a saying, I think in most of the languages, you know, you wish something really hard with all your heart, and I think it will happen. So that's how the early ideas of Pi got into my mind, and, you know, we started, and then without going into too many details, right? I mean, again, another thing, you know, I was always connected to this place, even though I was in US for a very, very long time. And I always wanted to come back and do something in this place, right? So that's how it started. You know, we got everything together without, again, going into too many details. We started Pi. I mean, Vijayawada, I chose this location, as I said, because I'm very much connected to this place. And that's how it started. We had a lot of challenges early on, right from, you know, the very, you know, the foundation was laid, a lot of challenges. But I think, again, as I said, if you, and there were moments, trust me, that, you know, people suggested me, are you sure you want to do it here? You're doing it in a no man's land. You know, can you build a data center here? Would you get all the permissions? How can you build a business? So many things. Of course, a lot of them were mainly out of concern and love that they have towards me. But I guess whether it's madness or passion or whatever you call it, jumped into it. We started the company, I think, 2015, to end of 2014 is when, and I guess early 2015 is when we laid the foundation stone. It took us a couple of years. 2017 end, we inaugurated this fantastic facility. But before that, right, I mean, we had some humble beginnings, right? We had some humble beginnings. We started out of a small office in Lanco Hills. From there, we moved on to another office in Platina. And then recently we moved into another office in Financial District. But over these years, right, I think I'll go through some of the slides that will tell you some of the major accomplishments that we had over these years. But I think really, right, again, I'll go back to some of the fantastic individuals who started the journey with me. Abhinav is here. Many of you guys, right, who started from day one. My team, Anup, Chitra, Srihari. I think some of the guys who actually completed Ravi, 10 years, and Sundar. All of these guys started during the first year of Pi. We started out of that small, humble beginnings, out of that office in Lanco Hills, where we were putting the designs together, going crazy. arguments on how to do it. It's so all of that transformed into this facility in Vijayawada, in Mangalgiri, here what we are saying today. So then, the journey continued, but I think now is the time for me to go into the. I think this doesn't. Some of the slides won't tell you the entire story, but I guess I think it will summarize to some extent. So if you see, I spoke about some of the early days of Pi and how we started this first uptime tier 4 data center in Vijayawada. At that point in time, right, in the entire Asia region, I think we were the third or the fourth tier 4 uptime certified data center when we started back in 2017. And I guess till today, even today, there are not many. In India, I think we have 3 of them today, but still it's a Herculean task back at the time to be able to design, get it certified, and get it operational, and put clients who run mission critical operations. Then we started a DR site in Kochi. Then if you see, cloud is something, right? I think I'll speak a little bit about this. So when we started the data center, it's a complete infra play. How do we make on one hand, by in itself is a fantastic thing, but okay, how do I make it, how do I differentiate ourselves, right? In addition to this, so we thought we need to create a cloud platform. So that's when we ventured into OpenStack Cloud. Sundar, that's when Sundar came on board, put together a team, and we worked on it. Believe me, I think we almost put, first 30 customers, even almost before we moved into the data center. We worked almost 2 years to figure out the different pieces together, and a lot of challenges. Hardware didn't work, hardware used to fail, the software used to fail, or and there was a lot of back and forth. But ultimately, it was used as a use case by SUSE, Intel, a lot of other organizations later on. And then, of course, the platform matured quite a bit over a period of time. And I guess, cumulatively, we have hosted hundreds and hundreds of customers over this period of time. Then, the other important thing was, which took us almost 3 years, was getting mighty empanelment by Government of India, which means that we can host any government organization for running their applications. So that was, I think, even today, there are not more than half a dozen data centers in the country who are empaneled and can run a GCC cloud, basically government cloud. Then we launched managed services, public cloud, and then we moved into Hyderabad, DC, where we are offering build-to-suit services. And more recently, we worked and put together a framework which we are extending our cloud portfolio and infrastructure services into the AI segment. And the journey continues, but that was a quick summary of what we have done at a very, very high level. Now, a lot of my favorite pictures here, the humble beginnings in the small Vijayawada office where we opened, and then coming to, the groundbreaking ceremony, investors visiting the site to invest from Australia, opening the data center, and some of the pictures with the leadership teams and having fun. And down here, we have the Hyderabad office that we recently moved into. So a lot of memories. This is again a very, very high level thing. Again, it goes back to some of the things that I said incorporated in 2014 down to where we are today. You can see some of the most critical certifications that that we have done. Gartner has more than once recognized us as one of the top in their list of top data centers. And you can see in 2019 when we crossed the first 50 crore revenue, 2020 we hit our first 100 customers, followed by 2021 the first 200 customers, 22, the first 300 customers, and ultimately today, cumulatively 500 plus customers in 2024. So guys, I think this is not an easy thing. And this could not have been possible with all of you, right? I mean, fantastic. All the alumni and all the existing guys, it would not have been possible. So if I think about, those 2014, 15, 16 days, and think about how we came here, honestly, I do not know other than focus, hard work, dedication, associating with some very good, talented people, and having some of the like-minded people, around me. Other than that, I don't know how we achieved this or how this was even possible. So, and the reason I'm saying that is we are not in a retail segment, or we are not selling some products or something like that where you can quickly go and sell. You're selling technology. You're selling a piece of technology that runs mission critical workloads, that runs banks, that runs hospitals, manufacturing organizations, governments. Imagine the cloud that is running in our data center today, how many people it will touch their lives on a daily basis. Just take a guess, anyone. Not less than 40, 50 crore people. In some shape or form. Be it their pension, be it their healthcare, can be anything, or a disbursement that they're getting in some shape or form, or it's a hospital service, or some car manufacturer, or someone down in Pune, somebody down in Chennai, somebody in Maharashtra, somebody in West Bengal. So that's the power of this technology, right? Data center and cloud is at the center of running this universe. It has been, and it will be even more. Several hundreds, thousands of megawatts running around the world. And I think tell me a business or a company wherein you have engineering graduates or other graduates from different walks of life. You name pretty much a vertical in an education segment, barring from a few. We almost have everyone, right? You have a computer engineer. You have a mechanical engineer, you have an electrical engineer, you have a plumber, you have an electrician, you name it. And again, within that, you have networking guys, you have storage guys, you have compute guys, and then you have, people who are designing the data center, people who do BMS, people who do AutoCAD. And it starts with, again, setting up a data center, it starts with the basic fundamental design of how you bring it up. So it's a lot of science plus people, and different verticals come together. Not in many industries this happens. So I wish, wherever I would or I can influence, I would want data center technology specifically to be a subject or a part of a curriculum, especially in engineering. I think it in itself can be an engineering specialization, just like how you have a mechanical degree or how you have a computer science. I think setting up data centers in itself can be a separate vertical in an engineering curriculum, because it's a mix of so many things. I think you start with different verticals in your first 2 to 3 semesters, and then you grow on from there. And the third and the fourth year, by the time you graduate, I think it can be a fantastic vertical. But I'll probably end up doing this, trust me, in the next 10 to 15 years, as um, I'll make sure that this becomes data center, even in, especially in Andhra Pradesh, will make sure that it will become a separate vertical. Because the demand will be so much, especially as AI and other things are kicking in, so much of data center capacity is required. And the data centers need to be set up with huge, huge capacities around the world in every city, almost in every tier 2, tier 3 city. Edge is going to take off in a big way, especially with AI. So with all of this out for play, I think it definitely calls for a separate, vertical. So I think, as I talked about, we launched our latest services in AI. So we are put together a fantastic framework, and hopefully this year, we'll make some very good traction both within India, customers across all verticals like BFSI, manufacturing, healthcare. There are some fantastic use cases. I think we'll be looking for a lot of collaborations with different organizations, collaborations with different platforms, collaborations with hardware manufacturers. We'll also be looking for partnerships, not just in India, but also in US this year. So we're definitely looking forward to take AI forward, because it's a natural extension, guys. I mean, extension for us, because all of you, some of you who worked in cloud technologies, if you remember, right, the last 8-9 years journey, how it was very difficult in the beginning. So I think all of that experience that Pi has, we want to take it forward. All of that we have accrued over this almost a decade, we need to extend that into AI in a big way. So this is basically our focus for the next 18 to 24 months. I think I spoke about some of them, including the AI thing, but so we have set up recently an AI COE under Ravi P, and I think we want to grow this in a big way. We'll be hiring a lot of young talent, and all of these guys will contribute towards the growth of AI vertical. We'll be looking for setting up some additional campuses, data center campuses, through both brownfield as well as greenfield within India, and we'll also have at least 1 or 2 pods in US. I mean, this is not just in the first 6 months, but I'm saying about in the next 12 to 24 months. We have started a very good partnership with Oracle, with OCI Cloud recently, and we want to take this forward. We have some good wins recently, and definitely looking forward to take this in a big way this year. I think we need to achieve some fantastic traction on this. So, I mean, there are some changes recently, so there are some new additions. So this is, the management team, right? I won't go through all of the names, but just a quick snapshot. We're missing Gio today. He's based in Kochi. So these are some of the awards as a result of all of your contributions over this decade, right? I mean, some global organizations like Data Center Dynamics, Gartner, Data Cloud, W Media, and most importantly, recognized by Great Place to Work Institute 2 years back to back. Post-COVID, we couldn't go back, but I think we are going to go back onto that path. But a very young company in the first 6-7 years, becoming one of the best top 50 IT companies to work for in India is not an easy thing. And this was a very extensive 3, 4, 5 month process where they assess you on every single thing. They do, talk to people, confidentially, the employees. They conduct interviews and all of that. And based on that, we have done that. And then I'm definitely looking forward, Ravi, to extend this next year again. So I will not go into these. So these are some of the services. So one of the things that we are going to do in the campus this year is go solar. So we're planning to implement, we're already late, but probably in the next couple of months, this will take off. But 1 megawatt solar we're planning to implement in this campus. So a lot of the green space over there that you see would be converted into solar that will supply 1 megawatt of power for the data center. Again, our multi-cloud portfolio that spans across different public clouds and private clouds. So that's one of the differentiators of Pi that, right, compared to any other organization, even somebody like an AWS cannot do, is our strength lies in hybrid cloud, a private cloud sitting in our data center on our own infrastructure with the flexibility to be able, for the customer to be able to audit anytime, versus on a public cloud where you would not be able to. And that's especially for the organizations that have big compliance requirements. Private cloud is definitely a good choice. And for us, doing the combination of all of this, a private cloud with a combination of public clouds and offering services on top of it differentiates in a big way. So a very detailed cloud ecosystem that Pi has been offering for nearly, I would say, almost 7-8 years. If you can see, this is sort of a footprint that we have been, most of you are familiar with this, we have been following for a lot of partnerships in this process has enabled this. Definitely, it's just not Pi, but if you look at it, all the way from cybersecurity, some of the customers that we enabled recently, to all the other services, are basically enabled through a lot of partners. But I think the most important thing is, offering this detailed hybrid cloud to all our customers. The managed services portfolio, professional services, all the way from assessment to implementation and running the operations for any customer end to end, all the way, as you can see, from advisory down to deployment. Very detailed. And this is the latest AI framework competency that we have kicked off. A lot of work is in process. Basically consulting to execution, and a lot of things in between. But this is sort of the framework that you can see, sitting with the potential customers, educating them on, and then figuring out the strategy for them, advising them on the right decisions, doing all the assessments, conducting workshops, and then figuring out a roadmap, including budgets on what it takes, build POCs, get some early wins, and then finally implementation. All of this, again, as I said, is an extension of our cloud and infrastructure services into the AI segment. It's a very natural extension for us. All the certifications that we have, these continue every year. Some of our proud customers, I would say, we are proud of having many of these logos. So as you can see, trusted partner to 500 plus clientele in India over the decade and growing. Again, a quick round of applause for this, guys. So that's a very quick presentation. But I think, right, I skipped a lot of things. I feel like I skipped a lot of things. I feel like the time is not enough, right? So I want to acknowledge certain things. I know there are a lot of awards coming up. But if you look at Pi, right, I think right from day one, we're very particular in having a professionally driven organization. That's why we were organized in different verticals, right? Right from the CEO office to the finance team, to the CRO office, which is the sales and marketing teams. We had the CTO office, all the technology teams, the cloud teams, and we have the data center infrastructure head and his team, the design, the architecture, the implementation of that. And then we had a separate HR vertical. All of that almost from the get-go, we were very, very particular. And all of you in each of those organizations have done some fantastic work over the years, right? I'm always very passionate about marketing. Every slide that we create, almost, I want it to be at a certain standard, at a certain level. So I spend a lot of time with the marketing team. Some fantastic talent came out of that organization, and I'm proud of you guys in sales and marketing. The technology team under Sundar, you know, this was actually several aha moments, right? When we were putting together this cloud platform, even large global MNCs like SUSE, Intel, VMware, a lot of these guys, I think, who acknowledged us on several occasions. And again, I'm repeating, it was not an easy thing, but kudos to that entire early team and the folks that joined later on, the networking guys, the cyber security guys, the NOC guys, the compute guys, the storage guys, people who worked on disaster recovery, people who worked on setting up our Kochi DR site. Fantastic. And then the data center infrastructure team, right? Basically, Abhinav's team, who all the way from the engineers, right? The data center engineers who are responsible for taking care of the data center 24/7, implementing solutions for new customers, coming up with optimal designs for your customers, doing the SCADA and or BMS, monitoring it 24/7, making sure that you're taking care of it like a baby. I know we have a fully automated data center, but still, without all of you, this tier 4 implementation and operations would not have been possible without the data center infrastructure team, including all the technicians, electricians, plumbers, etc. And all the administrative staff, right? The corporate services team, the administrative staff, including the security guys, the housekeeping women who are responsible for making sure that the campus looks spick and span. We differentiate ourselves and everything that we do, including the campus that we live in. Big round of applause to all those people who contributed to that and do such passionate work every single day. And I'm sure I've missed a lot of people. HR, where is Ravi? So he and his team is responsible for hiring so many good talent. I think this is another thing, guys. We probably, including the alumni, some 400, 500 people over these 10 years. And I can't remember more than once or twice we went for an external hiring agency. The entire talent of all these people were hired internally by our very own HR team. Payroll to time management to hiring to, the interview process to the exit process, making it seamless. And one of the reasons why all of you are back here, or many of you are back here, and that goes a huge credit to our HR team who contributed in a very, very big way. So many people. As I talk about the HR team, right, it reminds me of many incidents, especially in the context of alumni. How many interns, Ravi, had we onboarded over these 10 years, and how fantastic these guys are doing out there. I remember once we went to not more than like 20, 25, 30 kilometers from here. We conducted some very basic, I would say, written and entry criteria kind of screening criteria. And we hired some 30, 35 people from villages not far from here. These 30 people were part of the first 60, 70 people, right? We looked at some 300, 400 people, and then we took some very raw talent. They came here, they got trained on some of the latest technologies, including cloud and Kubernetes and all of these things that we implemented back in 2017, and some of them working from Bank of America or Singapore Airlines or somewhere today. So, Ravi, kudos to you and the entire team who enabled that. So like this, right, I can go on and on, but I know in the interest of time, I'll stop here because we have a lot more things. But I'm sure if I get going, I can speak for another 3-4 hours like this. But we need to enjoy, we need to celebrate a bit more. So I'll stop here, and I think we'll move on to the next item on the agenda. But again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much, everyone. Pi alumni and pioneers, all of you.
Thank you, Kalyan sir. Can we have the AV, please?
Okay, so a few other things that I forgot, few more acknowledgements. The finance team, Manu and his team, without their support, right? I mean, numerous weekends, they continue to work even today as we speak. without which a lot of things would not have been possible. So kudos to that team. Same thing with KVS and his operations team in cloud. Fantastic work. Then Geo, who missed today, who is, I don't know if you're watching this, Geo, but you know, pretty much the connection, the entire connection that that I have with Kerala, and I also have a personal, I like that place so much, not just for the business that we are doing, but every time I go, it feels like home. So to my brother Gio. I think, I'm sure I would have still forgot a few names, but we'll keep talking.
Thank you, Kalyan sir. We pioneers are really very lucky to have you as our leader with such vision and passion. And can we have a round applause for Pi Data Centers? A big one. Okay. So how about carrying this momentum to our first set of performance of the evening? I would like to call Vijay, Sharif, Vinita, and Chandra Kiran for a group dance. Let's hear it for them, guys.
నేడే 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 కావాలి నేడే కావాలి పదహారు ప్రాయంలో నాకొక గర్ల్ ఫ్రెండ్ కావాలి నేటి సరికొత్త జాజి పువ్వుల్లే నాకొక గర్ల్ ఫ్రెండ్ కావాలి వెబ్సైట్కెళ్ళి లవ్ ఫైల్ తెరచి ఈమెయిల్ హసుకే కొట్టాలి చెమట పడితే వానలో తడిస్తే ముఖము ముఖముతో తుడవాలి
ఏ కళ్ళ జోడు కాలేజీ పాపసుడు ఎల్లారెడ్డి కూడా కడ ఆఫీసుడు ఎర్ర రోజా పువ్వు సేతికిచ్చి చూడు అందరి ముందు ఐ లవ్ యూ చెప్పి చూడు అరే పడితే లైన్లో పడతది లేకపోతే తిడతది పోతే ఇచ్చత పోతది అది పోతే ఇంకోతొస్తది టికెట్ కొనకుండా లాటరీ కొట్టిన సిన్నోడా సిట్టి నీది తిరుగుతుందేమో చూడర బుల్లోడా మూసుకొని కూసోకుండా గాలం వేసావు పప్పు కడా సొర్ర చాప తగులుకుంది తీరింది కదరా మురిసిపోక ముందున్నది కొంప కొల్లెరయ్యే తేది గాలికి పోయే కంప నెత్తికొచ్చి చుట్టుకున్నది ఆలి లేదు సూలు లేదు గాలే తప్ప మ్యాటరు లేదు ఏది ఏమైనా గాని ఇల్లు గాని కట్టేలేదు ఇల్లన్నా ఇల్లాగైతే ఎల్లాగన్నా స్టోరీ మళ్ళీ రిపీట్ నా కోరి దెబ్బకు మళ్ళీ నువ్వు తానా తందానా ఇల్లన్నా ఎట్లా నీకు చెప్పాలన్నా తెలిసి తెలియక చేస్తావన్నా ఇల్లే బిగి పందిరి వేస్తావు ఏంది హైరానా
ఏంది మామా నీ ఊపుకి ఊరే ఊగిపోద్ది పదా ఒక పట్టు పట్టేద్దాం
అట్టగంటావా
शंकर दादा एमबीबीएस को जय बोलो शंकर दादा एमबीबीएस और शंकर दादा एमबीबीएस शंकर दादा एमबीबीएस और शंकर दादा एमबीबीएस शंकर दादा एमबीबीएस अरे 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 शंकर दादा एमबीबीएस.
Wow, that's lovely. Let's have a huge round of applause for these guys. Next, we have a solo dance performed by Shrutika on Bollywood theme.
Sayna, how you said it to me. Sorry, dinna, how you did it to me. Toli tolu baja raj raj ke. Oh, sayar mananai nach ke sayna. Sayna, how you said it to me. Sorry, dinna, how you did it to me. Toli tolu baja raj raj ke. Oh, sayar mananai nach ke sayna. Sir te dupatta leriya nach pind di kudi de nal cheriya te tol bajda.
लड़कों के दिलों में तू आग लगा दे बेबी फायर नकली से न करे तू करे जब देखे हमें झूठी लायर काला काला चश्मा जचता तेरे मुखड़े पे जैसे काला दिल जचता है तेरे चिन पे अपनी अदाओं से ज्यादा नहीं तो 10-12 लड़के तो मार ही देती होगी तू दिन में
तुझे जैसे 36 फिरते हैं मेरे वर्गी और न होनी वे वर्गी और न होनी वर्गी और न होनी तू मुंडा बिल्कुल देसी है मैं कटरी ना तो सोनी वे मैं फेड अप हो गई हूं मुंडिया सुन सुन के तेरे दुखने वे मैनू काला चश्मा ओ मैनू काला 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 ओ मैनू ओ काला 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 काला
चश्मा जचदा है कोरे मुखड़े पे
मैनू काला चश्मा जचदा है गोरे मुखड़े पे काला चश्मा जचदा है गोरे मुखड़े पे
That's rocking, Shrutika. Thank you so much. Over to you, Bindu.
Thank you for the performances, guys. And Shankar Dada MBBS, thanks a lot. Thank you, Shrutika, for your performance. So, seems this could be a great occasion to recognize our fellow pioneers for their hard work and the performance for the year gone by. For this, may I request Mr. Kalyan sir once again onto the stage, please? May I request Mr. KVS Prakash Rao, Director Cloud Operations onto the stage, please? Here comes our CEO Choice Awards. The department we go on prior is Cloud Operations. For that, the first award goes to Karuna Rajesh Gorak, Cloud Ops from Compute team, for all his contributions in handling migration and resolving Linux issues. Can we have Rajesh? Chadwala Kiran Raja from Compute for setting up new environment, ODC testings and migrations in planning.
Please clap. This section we need all of you to please clap.
To Mr. Devu Sudhir Kumar from Compute. Devu Sudhir Kumar for setting up new environment, OCI testing and migration planning. Next is Mr. Bhupati Raju Ravi from Compute for his support in handling and resolving client tickets. Mr. Bhupati Raju Ravi. Okay. Can we call upon Mr. Shrikant to take the award on behalf of Mr. Bhupati Raju Ravi? Next is Mr. K. Srinivas Gopal from Networking. His all support in handling and resolving the client tickets. K. Srinivas Gopal. If Mr. Aparo, please come onto the stage and collect the award on behalf of Srinivas Gopal. Please clap for them, guys. Please clap. It's their hard work for the whole year. Next is Mr. Keshwar Papara from Network for setting up new environment, exploring tools and migration and planning. Next up to is Srinivas Amjuri from networking, setting up new environment, exploring tools and migration and planning, please. Srinivas Amjuri. Next is up to Manda Shanmukh Kumar from networking, his support in handling and resolving the client tickets. Next is please CHB Vinay Kumar from database, all his support handling and resolving the tickets. K. Sai Shekhar from storage for support and handling the resolving the client tickets. Uppalpati Mahita from storage for her support in handling the resolving the client tickets. Kopali Venkatesh from NOC for all his support in resolving the client tickets. Please clap for them, please clap for them. A sound full of applause, please. Arif Khan from NOC for all his handling and resolving the client tickets. Gollapudi Sudarshan Chakravarti from CRM for his contributions towards client coordination and relations.
Thank you, KVS.
Thank you, all my team, IT operations. So whoever got this, awards, congratulations for them. And it's not like others are not found; they also done a good job. So just a matter of just selection of few parameters. So congratulations and thank you all of you for your support in Pi data centers. Thank you.
Thank you, KVS. Now I would like to call Manu Sharma, our CFO, to hand over the awards with Kalyan sir for the finance team. I would like to call R. Venkata Abhishek for his excellence in closing the GST audit. Abhishek, can we have you on stage? Let's keep clapping, guys, please. May I call Dirishala Murali Krishna for all his support to drive finance operations and compliance. Can we call Kamakota Shrikant from Finance for his contribution towards streamlining the receivables? So Abhishek, maybe you can just take on behalf of Shrikant. And then we have Shriyamanini Mina from Finance for her dedication and support in managing legal affairs. So Shrikant and Mina is not here today, so would request Yeah, please. Thank you, Manu sir.
Next we have from our CRO organization, for that I call upon Mr. Deb Malia Deroy, CRO and Global Marketing Head, onto the stage, please. We begin with the sales department, and the first award is for Mojada Srinivas Prasad, sales, being a promising performer for the year. Mojada Srinivas Prasad. Next goes in sales Onkar Nath Mishra for being the most consistent performer of the year.
Can we hear it for them, please? Omkar.
Someone can collect on behalf of Omkar. Srinivas, can you please collect on behalf of Omkar, please? Okay. Next is from marketing, Shalini Srivastav for being best performing team of the year. And next is Rajesh Madha from marketing, being the best performing team of the year. Rajesh, guess you can collect on behalf of Shalini. Next is Maunika Cherkuri from marketing, being top performing team of the year. Rajesh. Okay, moving on with pre-sales. First is Mahesh Venna from pre-sales, being the best all-rounder team of the year. Followed by Mr. Vinay Kumar Vishwakoila from pre-sales, best all-round team of the year. Bashwati Day, Excellence in Business Operation and Business Process Management. Congratulations all. Congratulations.
Next, I would like to call upon Avinav Kotagiri, Vice President and Chief Data Center Officer, to give away the awards with Kalyan Sir for DC Infra. Can I call M. Manoj Kumar for all his supports to handle colo clients? Shiraj Mohammuddin Khan for all his supports to manage and drive 24/7 physical security and inventory management. M. Sandeep for all his supports to manage DC shifts. Pangumarti Sunil Babu for his support to manage DC shifts. Subramaneshwara for his support to manage physical security. Satya Prakash for his support to manage physical security. Kumar Swami for all his support to manage physical security. And finally, Shrikant Gandham for his support to manage physical security from the DC Infra team.
La fiesta no para apenas comienza. C'est comme si, c'est comme ça, ma chérie. La 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 la. Francia, Colombia, me gusta. Freeze. J Balvin, Willy William, me gusta.
Can we have a round of applause, please? Thank you, Avinav. Next, I would like to call upon Ravi Verma, GM, HR and Managed Services. This section is for the HR awards. May I call Hema Bindu for her excellence in driving HR operations and employee engagement. P. Venugopal for all his support to close billable resources. Srihari S.P. Pichuka for all his support to drive talent acquisition. And Jacob Blessings for all his support to handle managed service clients.
Next we have from Office Administration. I request Mr. Abhinav again onto the stage, please. Mr. Abhinav.
Too many people.
The first award for all his support, Mr. Ragarao Penki from Office Administration.
That's what I need to explain. It's in the very nature of how I wrap my
Next is Venkatesh from Office Administration. If Venkatesh is not here, Raghav, please collect on behalf of him. Next is Mr. Nikhil Koteshwar Rao, Anil Kumar. Thank you for the support. Please onto the stage from marketing. Thank you, Monica. Next is Rajesh. Please, Rajesh, come on the stage. Rajesh from marketing. Congratulations to all the winners. Hope this encourage the others to take the stage next year. Thank you.
Let's take this evening fever to the next new heights with some stellar performance by our pioneers waiting for you. A song by Chakravarti. Chakravarti, can we have you on stage? Okay. Next we have Kumar Swami performing a solo dance for us.
The way she came into the place, I knew right then and there. There was something different about this girl. The way she moved, her hair, her face, her lines, divinity in motion. As she stalked the room, I could feel the aura of her presence. Every head turned, feeling passion and lust. The girl was persuasive, the girl I could not trust. The girl was bad, the girl was dangerous. She came at me in sections with the eye of desire. I felt trapped into a web of sin. A touch, a kiss, a whisper of love. I was at the point of no return, deep in the darkness of passion's insanity. I felt taken by lust, strange inhumanity. This girl was persuasive, this girl I could not trust. The girl was bad, the girl was dangerous.
తిరుమల తిరుపతి వెంకటేశ వీళ్ళ తీరు కాస్త చెప్పవయ్య శ్రీనివాస తిరుమల తిరుపతి వెంకటేశ ఈ టైటేంటో చెప్పవయ్య తిరుమలేశ మాట్లాడుకోరు లుక్కేసుకోరు ఈ సీక్రెట్ విప్పేదెల్ల గోవింద తిరుమల తిరుపతి వెంకటేశ ఈ లోగుట్టు బయట పెట్టు శ్రీనివాస నవ్వంగమంటే కాదంటరాయే ఈ మిస్టరీని లాగేదెల గోవింద తిరుమల తిరుపతి వెంకటేశ వీళ్ళ తీరు కాస్త చెప్పవయ్య శ్రీనివాస
Thank you so much. Next we have Nusrat and Shrutika performing a dance for us. Yes, sir. Request all to please take your seat.
Can we have everybody who are at the back, please take the seat. I think we have some fantastic performances out there. Let's give them some encouragement. Can you please have everybody on a seat, please? Everybody at the back who are standing, can you please come up to the seat, please? Guys, let's give some encouragement to the performers.
दो नैन सितारे है चांद सा मुखड़ा क्या कहना उसका आफरीन दावत में जैसे हो शाही टुकड़ा उसके जैसी न कोई नाज़नीन शाही जोड़ा पहन के आई जो बन ठन के वही तो मेरी स्वीट हार्ट है शर्माई सी बगल में जो बैठी है दुल्हन के वही तो मेरी स्वीट हार्ट है शाही जोड़ा पहन के आई जो बंधन के वही तो मेरी स्वीट हार्ट है शर्माई सी बगल में जो बैठी है दुल्हन के वही तो मेरी स्वीट हार्ट है
That's lovely. Thank you, ladies. Now we have a dance from Venu Gopal. Venu?
జయ జయ గణేశ జై కొడత గణేశ జయములివ్వు బొజ్జ గణేశ గణేశ హాయ్ హాయ్ గణేశ అడిగేస్తా గణేశ అభయమివ్వు బుజ్జి గణేశ గణేశ లోకం నలుమూలలా లేదయ్యా కులాస దేశం పలువైపులా ఏదో రభస మోసం జన సంఖ్యలా ఉందయ్యా హమేష పాపం హిమగిరులుగా పెరిగెను తెలుసా చిట్టి ఎలుకను ఎక్కి గట్టి కుడుములు మెక్కి చిక్కు విడిపించగ నడిపించగ చెయ్యి తమాషా గణేశ
గం గణపతి గణేశ గం గణపతి గణేశ గం 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 రఘుపతి రాఘవ రఘుపతి రాఘవ రఘుపతి రాఘవ రాజా రామ్ రఘుపతి రాఘవ రాజా రామ్
Don't stop, pare, make the key, pare, celebrations because of
रघुपति राघव राजा राम रघुपति राघव राजा राम
What a groove. I wanna move. Check it out, man.
रमया वस्तावया रमया वस्तावया పోనే పోడు
నా వల్ల కాదే బొమ్మ నీ కళ్ళు చూస్తే అమ్మా కిక్కెక్కుతోందే జన్మ అమ్మ 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 నా వల్ల
ఆర్ట్స్ చూస్తావా
చిట్టా 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 ఏయ్ 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 రమణ ఏయ్ 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 దగ 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 ఏయ్ 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 చర్రా 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 ఏయ్ ఏయ్ ఏయ్
Wow, that's lovely, Venu. Coming to the next segment, I would like to call upon stage Mr. Funny Mohan Kalagra, CTO Pine Labs, to say a few words.
హలో ఎవ్రీవన్. సో ఈ సెగ్మెంట్ ఎలా అంటే మామూలుగా బిట్వీన్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ దీస్ ఎనర్జెటిక్ పర్ఫార్మెన్సెస్ అండ్ డిజర్వింగ్ అవార్డ్ సెరమనీ ప్రసారంలో అంతరాయానికి చింతిస్తున్నాం అంటారు కదా, ఆ టైప్ అనమాట ఇది ఈ బిట్టు. సో బట్ ఎనీవేస్ బిఫోర్ ఐ షేర్ ఎ ఫ్యూ థాట్స్ ఆఫ్ మైన్, ఐల్ స్టే ఇన్ తెలుగు ఫర్ ఎ లిటిల్ లాంగర్. వెన్ ద కేక్ కటింగ్ వాజ్ హ్యాపెనింగ్, ఐ హ్యాడ్ ఎ వెరీ చిలిపి ఆలోచన అనమాట. సో my friend Kalyan, he asked for a knife for cutting the cake. Vallu spoon తీసుకొచ్చారు. I was wondering why. This is what they were thinking. కత్తి లాంటి కళ్యాణ్ ఉండగా మనకి కత్తి ఎందుకు, కేక్ ఏం కర్మ టేబులే కట్ అయిపోద్ది అనేసి అనమాట. ఫర్ దోస్ దట్ డోంట్ అండర్స్టాండ్ తెలుగు, ఐ అపాలజైజ్, బట్ ఐ హ్యాడ్ టు సే ఇట్ in Telugu for that to be effective. Actually, very interesting, when Kalyan told me this afternoon that you'll have to share your thoughts for a few minutes, a bit of what I was planning on speaking, he actually kind of addressed it in his call. The very, at the start of the journey, roughly 10 years ago, I mean, we were, like as Kalyan said, in my living room. Both of us were chatting, and he actually brought up to me and said that, hey, funny, I'm thinking of starting a data centers. I just didn't, I don't know if I asked for a plan or not, but I actually remember actually kind of saying, Kalyan, you do realize that you need to build a world-class team for this. This is extremely capital intensive. The kind of headwinds and challenges you would have here are enormous, right? Are we sure about this? And here we are 10 years from now, not only is he sure, right? I think he actually kind of has been able to kind of show how something of that challenge and difficulty can actually be a success. Very interestingly, when I was sharing that with him, very clearly, I knew in my mind, if there was one that can bring success to this, it is him. Because I know him, I have known him for years. So I knew that if this becomes possible. I've actually been in the industry, technology for now what, 28, 29 years? Yeah, I'm pretty old. The one thing I would fret getting into actually would be data center business. The reason is very simple, right? You can create a lot of software, you can actually roll out a few bugs, correct them forward, and actually kind of still actually get accolades for it. In data center, you actually have to deliver 99.999% uptime, right? It's almost like you have to be flawless every single day, every single moment, right? And that requires world-class dedication, that requires an extremely competent team, that requires a level of operational excellence. And I'm very proud to say that I see all of that kind of here at PI. Right? So hearty congratulations to each and every one of you. Another thought that I just have to share, right? I think when Kalyan was doing the presentation, he was showing all of those many accomplishments that actually have happened during the course of these 10 years, right? Many awards that PI has won. But I know for sure, right? And that's the PI being one of the great places to work for, right? It actually kind of shows what he has always cared about, right, as a leader, and what was actually the most important thing for him. It's actually the people that make the company. I mean, I was wondering today, right, when I first heard, right, I think that there is going to be an alumni meet. I was just wondering, why did this not happen at other companies before? I also realized that it probably requires a kind of character, a kind of connect for people to kind of even feel like that and actually kind of understand the criticality of something like that, right? And this afternoon when I was meeting people, the kind of energy that I actually kind of saw, I mean, like, the way they were narrating stories, I was actually briefly thinking of my own career, right? I was at this place called Reality by Design. And even today, when I actually kind of give leadership speaks and stuff like that, I take examples from those 7 years when I was there at that company to really tell what excellence is all about. And when I was seeing today's passion, I actually sort of felt the same kind of energy in each and every one of those alumni members, right? Kudos to you guys, congratulations to you. It is one hell of an accomplishment to kind of have a culture of that sorts, right? See, there are many successful companies out there. But there are those great companies that actually stand tall regardless of actually kind of the winds, the way the winds are blowing, right? You have tailwinds, you have headwinds. During PI's journey, right, we actually kind of had 3 good years of COVID. As recently as now, we are actually kind of having a serious winter season when it comes to, right, I think, investments, and so on and so forth. Despite all of this, we are here celebrating 10th anniversary. We are here celebrating the success that we actually have been able to deliver. We are here actually kind of celebrating the people that actually have made this happen. A full round of applause to each and every one of you. Kudos to you all, right? Hearty congratulations. May this success actually go on for another century. Good luck to you all. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Funny, for all the words. Yes, it's alumni time for now. It's a point of pride that our pioneers who are a part of Pi Alumni have grown in their careers, creating waves in the industry in India and abroad. May I request Mr. Kalyan sir to join us on the stage and hand over the token of appreciation to all our Pi alumni present today.
Request all the Pi alumni to please come on stage.
Pi alumni who are present here, please come on to the stage.
Can we have all our Pi alumni to be on stage, please? I would request all Pi alumni to be on the stage, please. Yeah, let's have little spring under your feet. Let's have all the Pi alumni on the stage, please. How are you? All Pi alumni, please. Right on the stage. The stage awaits you. Can we have all Pi alumni on the stage, please?
Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, though I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just life, that's how it is. 'Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, oh, can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself up. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. 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 Stand up.
May I request some of our alumni to speak a few words onto the stage, please? First, we have Anju Mohanan from HR department. Few words, please.
Good evening, everyone. It's an honor to be here for the 10th year anniversary of PI. I never expected that I would be invited as an alumni here in the first place. So it feels, it's definitely a nostalgic feeling here, meeting everybody who were part of my journey. So for those who may not know me, I joined PI as a fresher into the HR division. Little did I know that I would be a part of great things that would be coming up. So I was the 10th employee of PI Data Centers. And I think being the initial employees of PI, I got an opportunity to contribute, to be a part of a lot of milestones that PI has achieved, including this very data center being built, to the organization getting its Great Place to Work certification. Like Kalyan sir was saying just some time ago that we were in a very small building. We started with a very small building, and then now we are here. I think that's a great milestone even when I see. So I worked here for close to more than 5 years actually. So in this 5 years, I have taken up a lot of other roles as well. Even in my HR division, I started as an HR executive and then moved to an assistant manager HR role. And of course, I cannot go without saying thanks to my manager Ravi, who whose mentorship obviously was the major reason for all of this. And I think I've learned a lot being in PI, where I got a lot of opportunities as well. Right now, I'm leading a 5-member team for both India and US. I'm heading the HR completely in that organization. So I think all credit goes to definitely my mentor and the opportunities that I've got here. I'll also want to express my gratitude to Kalyan sir for fostering a lot of young talent like me. You have showered a lot of opportunities for us, and I think last time when I saw that article as well, I think I remembered myself, because I was also fresh faced at PI, and I think after I've got an experience of more than 5 years here, learned a lot of things, and definitely thanks to you, and thanks a lot for a lot of other things as well, which I don't want to say it out here. I think thanks a lot to all of those who were part of my journey, and I wish PI a lot of success and prosperity in the coming years. Thanks a lot.
Hello. Yeah, those who are not aware me, I'm Dr. K.C. Reddy. I was with PI for only for 6 months. When I was with PI only, I started writing a book. I completed. I have written 2 books. I would like to give 2 books to our CEO, Kalyan sir. Please come and stay, sir. In fact, when I was doing my PI only, I completed my PhD also. Sir, I have written these 2 books, sir. I am the author. Presently, I'm handling the BJP Andhra Pradesh state campaign head. I'm the campaign. I'm into full-time into politics right now.
Congratulations.
Next we have Mr. Raman Das. Please share us a few words.
Good evening to everyone. First of all, I would like to thank Kalyan and the entire Pi Data Centers team for inviting me for this event for the 10th anniversary and doing something incredible like Pi Alumni, which very few organizations do. And well, it has been an incredible journey for me. I started off my stint with Pi Data Centers in the year 2017, wherein I joined as the operations manager for data center. And then soon after, I took up multiple roles. I spent close to 6 years at Pi Data Centers. I took up the role of a project manager, and then a senior project manager and an account manager. So, and then finally, by the time I left the organization, I was at the role of a cloud practice head. So, see, there are 2 things. One is sitting outside and learning about data centers. That's what we do. So what exactly is public cloud? So we understand each and every service, what a data center offers, like Microsoft data center or a Google data center or Amazon data center sitting somewhere outside. We understand all those services which are being rendered or delivered over an HTTP. But here, we sat inside the data center. We know the nitty-gritties of how a data center works. So we know what a networking is, we know what how storage functions, we know how compute functions. So it was a great journey. I cannot explain the difference of, there are so many people who learn cloud technologies outside, but it's a whole lot different ballgame altogether when you sit inside a data center and understand these technologies. So I mean, I'm not just trying to go into too technical, but we hear a lot about WAF, web application firewalls over public clouds. But when you sit inside a data center and see what a firewall is or what a UTM is, then that gives you a whole lot of great comprehensive idea as to what we are talking about in learning public clouds. So that's something which I would always take with me, because this is a great turning point for me to know more into the IT infrastructure domain, not just into a private cloud or a hybrid cloud or a public cloud. Today I'm also a proud portfolio owner of not just cloud but even cybersecurity. So I understand cybersecurity as well apart from public clouds. So in my current role where I currently work, I had both these portfolios, both cloud and cybersecurity. So I would proudly say that I learned almost a lot of things from Pi Data Centers, and they have been my backbone. And this support has always been there from Kalyan. So he's a mentor, he's a kind of a fatherly figure to me, and he has always been helpful. Wherever I was stuck, he supported me. So that's something which I will never forget in my career. In fact, my whole family is indebted, for what he has done for me, and I know the kind of learnings I had, the kind of stint I had at Pi Data Centers. That's really incredible. Having said that, I would also like to thank many other managers and senior managers to whom I worked with. I learned a lot. So people talk about thought leadership and so many things nowadays. Of course, that's something even I had to learn from, from Kalyan, and wherein I'm trying to implement that the same in my current organizations as well. So thank you once again for the entire journey and experience what I had over the last 7 years. So it has been a great journey. As I said, whether I'm working anywhere in this world, so I'll always be connected through Pi Data Centers to all of you right here. And thanks so much for inviting us here. I mean, even though you have not invited, I would have come here forcibly, Kalyan. So thanks so much, Sundar, Deb, Kalyan, and everybody for your mentorship and your support. So looking forward, and in whatever capacity, wherever I am, be it in India or anywhere else, I would definitely try to support Pi Data Centers in my capacity, and I'll see that somehow we're all connected together once again in these kind of forums again. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Raman, for all the words. Next, we have Mr. Naresh.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. I think most of you guys started with drinks. I don't want to take much time. So I could say that I'm the first techie of Pi. My number is 00012, which I still remember. So I started freshly from the college. I mean, like a fresher came to the data center. I think most of the freshers won't get the access to data centers to such an environment. So it's like a kid in a candy shop, I could say. So once I entered, saw the servers, networking, everything, I was like, what is this? So literally from zero, I think I have mastered many skills under the leadership of Mr. Sundar, Kalyan, and Ravi. I have made many friends of networks, storage, and all. I think it has been a wonderful ride. I think I've spent like 5 years here. I think more up and downs. I think the management, where Mr. KVS and all, they have just approached me. I mean, like whenever we went down, they were supporting. That is a really encouraging thing. So whenever, I mean, like as a fresher, and most of the folks will envision like the MNCs like TCS or Cognizant. I mean, I'm not discriminating them, but literally I'm saying is there you'll be going into a domain-based approach. So specifically, you'll be stick to one domain. But here I had the exposure of multiple domains, be it like operating system or like the virtualization environment, anything. So if any of the juniors comes to me, I mean like the freshers passed out, I'll just say them, just go and join in as some startup or a freshly incorporated company where you get more and more exposure into it. So once if you get more exposure, once if you go into any other, since it's like software, most of us will make some jumps and that. So I'll say that once you go into any other MNC well-established company, you'll be cakewalk to you. So I'm really delighted for it. And I wish Pi Data Centers all the best. So currently I'm working in Arista as a cloud and DevOps specialist. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Naresh. Now we have Mr. Seshu Babu from Cloud Operations.
Hi all, very good evening. Hi all Pioneers family. Hi. I think everyone is busy in drinks and having snacks, having dinner. Hello all. So firstly, it's a memorable evening for me. I can cherish this moment for my lifetime. So thank you very much, Kalyan sir, for giving us this opportunity. As I was speaking to Kalyan sir, right? So I was thinking about like how we can contribute to Pi data centers, how we can in future, right? How we all Pi alumni, how we can contribute to Pi data centers. I believe Kalyan sir will announce that in after some time. But yeah, so as I said, like for me, I joined into a leadership role in as a general manager in 2022 in 2021 February. For me, it's a lot of learning, entire process on how sales team work, on how bid management team works. For me, I have learned so much with Tulsinath Garu. He was the first colleague. Like when I met him, I got to know how to write RFP. He helped me literally on how to write RFP. So that's how like it was a wonderful journey. Thanks Tulsinath Garu, Kishore Garu, Sudhir Garu. Like under him, I learned so many technical like how to set up public cloud, private cloud, like whatnot. Like it's a great learning from all of you. And yeah, and lastly, I request, as we all speak about data centers are one of the highest carbon emission, like they are the 40% they do carbon emissions. So we all need to focus on how we can reduce carbon emissions. So I got to know Kalyan sir have started a new startup Hexatronic where those servers consume less power, and we all can think about those technologies, new technologies where we can integrate, like in our companies where we are working, where we have to talk about environment, talk about like how we can reduce carbon emissions. So I request everyone to think on those grounds and do their bit for environment. Yeah. And lastly, I would say like I am an environmentalist. I have a mission to plant 10 lakh trees in 10 years. So I request each one of you, I know no one is listening out there, but still. so, so I request each one to plant one tree, try to conserve water, like how you can save water at your homes. Like all initiatives has to start at our home. So please try thinking on those grounds. Try to do our bit for our mother nature. Thank you very much.
Thank you for all those words. These words echoes the bond with Pi data centers you all have. So next coming up, we have more performances on the round. We have a solo dance by Mr. Sunil Babu. Sorry, just a moment.
Okay, guys, all the liquor friends on the back. Can you guys hear me? Okay, specifically for all the alumni friends today, as Seshu said, right, I think the alumni, I think it's not just, a one-time thing. I think we need to get this going. I know there are a lot of people who couldn't come. So we will form an active sort of a body. I want to appoint like 3 members, 1 from within the company and 2 from the alumni, who can take responsibility. And I think we all should work for some cause. We will identify at least 1 or 2 to begin with. It's probably too premature for me to like kind of bottom out on something today itself. But I think let's make this very, very active, and I think we should make this very, very unique. We should make this very, very unique because, see, I think we're all gifted in many ways. God has given all of us opportunities and here we are celebrating a part of our journey. And I think a part of that, in many shapes and forms, we can contribute back to the society for some cause. So I think let's figure out what that common cause for good is. I think in the next, probably in 1 month, 3 to 4 weeks, we will form a proper a body for it. We will, as I said, we will have 3 members who will chair. I mean, there will be a sort of maybe a chairman, and then we'll create 2 more roles or 3 more roles, and then we'll figure out a proper this thing where people can connect and where people can help each other as required, but also work on a common cause. So we'll come up with an agenda, and without, because I don't want to announce names today, but I think Ravi, I don't know where Ravi is, but let's take this up very, very quickly and come up with something. And I think we should see some action and some results in the next, I would say, 6 months. So again, to all the alumni guys, thank you so much.
To fill the floor with some boosting energy, we have a solo dance by Sunil Babu.
పదహారేళ్ల వయసు పడి పడి లేచే మనసు పట్టుకో పట్టుకో కళ్ళెలేసి పట్టుకో కట్టుకో కట్టుకో పక్కమేసి కట్టుకో
తోటి కాటే వేసావే నువ్వు సూటిగా చూసి దిల్లు టైట్ చేసావే మంత్రాలేవో ఏసి హ్యాకే చేసావే డెలికేట్ మైండ్ మొత్తం బ్లాకే చేసావే చక్కర్లు కొడుతున్నానే కుక్క పిల్లలాగా నువ్వేసే బిస్కెట్లకు మరిగానే బాగా చాక్లెట్ గుంజుకున్న సంటి పోరలాగా నన్నేడిపిస్తున్నావే గిల్లా గిల్లా కొట్టుకోగా నీ రింగుల జుట్టు చూసి పాడిపోయానే నీ బొంగులో మాటలిని పాడిపోయానే రంగుల కొంగు తాకి పాడిపోయానే నీ గాలి సోకితేనే చచ్చిపోయానే
Made in Andhra student అంటే అర్థం వివరిస్తా నలిగిన డ్రెస్ కొంత చెదిరిన కాఫీ కొంత ఎవరు అనుకోనంత వింతగా ఉంటే చెత్త గితాక తక దిగి దిగి తక తక దిగి దిగి తక తక తా
Have a mono act by Kumaraswamy. Onto the stage, please. random person walking towards the floor. Oh, there's a stone? I might have missed. Oh, is there a stone? A rock? Fine, I stumbled again. There's a rock and we tilt it. There's someone walking again. He's munching on an ice cream. Hey, oh no. It hurts. Turning the rock again. Here comes the blind person walking towards the rock. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Swami. That performance was out of the box. We have come to a very special phase this evening where we get to recognize our pioneers for their long years association and never wavering commitment to the organization. For this, may I call upon Mr. Kalyan onto the stage again, please?
Let's start with the 10-year service awards. Our pioneers who have completed 10 years of services have pretty much been at the core of the inception of the organization. This is indeed very special. On that note, I would like to call Anup Kumar Jupali, business analyst. Guys, please clap your hands. Next, I would like to call Srihari Webari from Finance. Is Srihari here? Anup, you can collect on behalf of Srihari. Thank you so much. Next, we would like to call our own dear Nirmala Chitra, HR manager. Let's have a round of applause, please. Next, we have Ravi Verma, General Manager, HR and Managed Services. Last but not the least, Devmalya Deroy, CRO and Global Marketing Head. We would like to also call Raghava Pinky, who has also completed 10 years with us.
Thank you for all for the decade of hard work and commitment. It's time to honor our fellow pioneers who have completed 5 years now with us. May I call upon Mr. Tulsi Nath from DC Infra and Projects? Please clap for them. Next we have Kishore PRP, followed by Mr. Srinivas Gopal. Next is G. Sunil Teja. Next is Srinivas Amjuri. Siraj Khan. Srinivas Amjuri. Next is Siraj Khan. Lakshmu Naidu. Lakshmu Naidu, please. Kopali Milki. Bhupati Ravi. Can someone collect on behalf of Bhupati Ravi, please? Chakravarti, please collect on behalf of Bhupati Ravi. Naveen. Next to Bhupati Ravi, Naveen, please. SP Naidu. Anil Khanna. Anil Khanna. Pushpa. Pushpa, please, onto the stage. Thank you all. Please take your seats. On behalf of Srinivas Gopal, please take your seats? Seems it has been a loaded evening. Let's conclude the evening with some more stunning performance ahead. Hope this will be an eye feast to you all. Is that an yes? Thank you. Let us call upon Mr. Akhil for a solo song now. Akhil? Akhil. Moving ahead, we have a group dance by Jacob, Venu, Rajesh, Maunika, Nusrat, Anil and Jayachandra. On to the stage, please.
Performance of the evening.
ఏమైందిరా ఏంటా వాయించడం? డబ్బులు తీసుకుంటున్నారు కదా, గట్టిగా కొట్టండియా.
మజాపా మజాపా ట్రై ట్రై ట్రై
నిజంగానే రమ్మన్నారా సార్? ఇంకా మీ డౌట్ ఏంటి సార్? నిజంగానే రమ్మన్నారు సార్. అన్నా కానీ కానీ
రాజమండ్రి రాగమంజరి మాయమ్మ పేరు తలవనోళ్ళు లేరు మేస్తిరి కళాకారుల ఫ్యామిలీ మరి నే గజ్జ కడితే నిద్రపోదు నిండు రాత్రి
సోకులాడి స్వప్న సుందరి నీ మడత సూపు మా పటేల మల్ల పందిరి రచ్చరాజ పుందె ఊపిరి నీ వంక చూస్తే గుండెలోన డీరి డిరిడి తుపాకి పెంచినావి తింగని చిట్టి మగజాతి నట్ట మడత పెట్టి
ఆ కుర్చీని మార్చా పెట్టి
Just 5 away now, England, from a World Cup final. That's high. It's over, Cordy.
గుచ్చి చంపకే మేరే హాయ్ గుండెల్ని గుల్ల చేసి జారకే మేరే హాయ్ నీ ప్రేమ కోసం నేను పిచ్చోన్నైపోయానే నీ ప్రేమ కోసం నేను పిచ్చోన్నైపోయానే నీ కళ్ళు పేలిపోను చూడకే మేరే హాయ్
Boys and girls, put your shoes on. Raise the volume. Let's dance on some mass stuff. Hey! ఆ గాజువాక కండక్టర్ సాంగ్ వేసుకోండ్రా.
సింపిరి చుట్టుదాన్ని శివలి రకన సుట్టదాన్ని సేతి లగ్గి పెట్టేదాన్ని ఉంగరాల మెట్టేదాన్ని నేనటంటి డండాడదాన్ని కాదు బాబో పలసరు బైకు మీద రారు బాబా నేనటంటి డండాడదాన్ని కాదు బాబో పలసరు బైకు మీద రార బాబా కాలేజీ టైములోన కన్ను కొట్టి పిలిచినావు నేను రాను పో అంటే కళ్ళు ఎర్ర చేసినావు రో నేనటంటి డండాడదాన్ని కాదు బాబో పిల్లవగానే నేను రాను బాబా నేనటంటి డండాడదాన్ని కాదు బాబో పిల్లవగానే నేను రాను బాబా పంచమావిడి తోట కాడ కళ్ళతోటి సైగ చేసి మల్లె పూలు చూపించి సెయ్యి పట్టి లాగినావు నేనటంటి డండాడదాన్ని కాదు బాబో నీలాంటోడికి సనువివ్వను బాబా నేనటంటి డండాడదాన్ని కాదు బాబో నీలాంటోడికి సనువివ్వను బాబా నేనటంటి డండాడదాన్ని కాదు బాబో పలసరు బైకు మీద రార బాబా నేనటంటి డండాడదాన్ని కాదు బాబో పలసరు బైకు మీద రార బాబా
నా పాట చూడు నా పాట చూడు నా పాట చూడు నాటు 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 వీర నాటు
Thank you so much. You all have. Thank you. You have danced your hearts out. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for being the engaging audience. I think all our performances and our alumni, Pi alumni surely deserve a huge round of. And we wind up this evening. A huge round of applause, guys. I can't hear. Come on. With this, the bar and the diner is open for all. I think this is the happiest line for everybody.
Thank you so much, Bindu, and the entire team who organized this. Let me see if I can tell all the names. Ravi, come here, help me. Bashwati, Chitra. Who are all the guys? Naidu, Abhinav, Ram Prasad, Rajesh, Raghava, Srihari, and all the, especially, all the cultural participants. Shrutika, and then Nushrat, Nushrat, and then from all the guys, tell me all the names. Sunil, Jacob, yes, Jacob, Rajesh, Venu, Jaya, Monica, Anil, Sunil Babu, Fantastic job, guys. I know it's a lot of effort. I called Ravi into my room like, I think 10 days back. Not even 10 days, I think probably 8, 9 days. And then I said, we have to do this. And then he called Deb for help. So he said, sir, another week we require. So no, nothing doing. Pi has the track record of delivering things under pressure in a very short time. And you guys have done this in a week. All of this, guys, whatever you're saying, has been done in a week or less, actually. So I think I really want to thank all of you guys and really putting genuinely all your heart out to this event in the last 1 week and worked to make this a success. And we'll be chatting more, maybe networking out and having drinks and dinner later this evening. But I think, again, right, all of the participants who came from different places, alumni of Pi and all the pioneers, thank you very much. And I look forward to interacting with all of you. Many more successes to all of us, and many more milestones to achieve. We will stay focused. We will work hard. We will have the perseverance to work through all the challenges, overcome the challenges, beat the challenges, and finally make it to the other end of the shore and keep doing it again and again and again. And we need all your participation and help and focus and dedication through this. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Have a lovely evening.
So we can have a quick.
Sure.
Yeah.
Celebratory.